This video summarizes my replacement of the front wheels of my Toyota 2005 Toyota 4Runner SR5 V6 front brake rotors, calipers, and pads. All the major parts were from PartsAvatar.com. I'm just going to give a quick summary of what was involved. My main sources for guidance were a video by 1aauto.com and a Haynes manual, and I'm going to source both the Parts Avatar and those two sites in the description, as I think they do a far better job on the details of the installation than I ever could. So yeah, I had to replace all the front brakes and rears, but I'll cover that in a separate video. Also linked. This one's already done, other than I just haven't torqued or bled the brakes, put the wheel back on, obviously. Quite shiny. Looks good. On to the left side is much less shiny. The biggest challenge, honestly, for this whole project was loosening the very old fasteners. If you, the fasteners that are in question, they're kind of hard to see in this video, but basically we have a nut here. It's not quite visible. There it is in the shadow. And actually the most difficult by far was actually the brake hose nut here. I actually stripped both quite bad. They're still usable now that they're loose with a box wrench, but I needed vice grips to get them properly off. Even a flare wrench, as recommended by others, still stripped it. I honestly, in hindsight, would have started with the vice grips. I'll show a caliper. One key thing to check is the casting number before ordering. I'll post a picture showing the old caliper after I remove it. PartsAvatar.com does a fantastic job of flagging it to you. But you don't need to jack up the car or anything to see that casting number. You can totally, and I did lie under the car in the street and see it. A big concern was brake fluid spilling everywhere. I used hose clamps, as you can see here. I didn't find they actually did much. In hindsight, I wouldn't have bothered with them. What I found as far and way the most effective is putting the brake line in a sandwich bag like so, and tightening it down with an elastic with a million wraps. I was really worried that it was going to gush everywhere, but being an amateur, but it just really drips even if you do nothing to secure it. Full disclosure, I made this video in part to get 20% off my Parts Avatar order. I'd like to say the parts seem to be great quality. I'll add a comment in the description about how I find it's ultimately working. And ordering was a complete breeze. If there's a better option in Canada, I can't find it.